your goal, increase your efforts to achieve it. Hi, this is Kalpana Reddy from Krishi High School. Today I'm here to discuss about Class 9, Chapter 2, that is the natural realm of the Earth, Lithosphere. Okay, before moving into the topic, I would like to wish you all a happy and a healthy morning, children. Hope everyone is doing good, right? So, as said, the topic is about the natural realm of the Earth, that is lithosphere. So, I just wanted to know that how many of them know what do you mean by realm? Okay, so here realm is nothing but it's a area. It's an area which is covered with common features. It's an area which is covered with common features. Is that clear to you, children? So, uh, after concluding the lessons, after concluding the lesson, what will be the objective, or like what all you are what you'll be familiar with? Okay, so the main objectives are of the lessons will be the four different realms of the earth, about Jigsaw's puzzle and the moving plates, slow movements and sudden movements on the lithosphere, right? Okay, so let's move into the topic introduction. So here realm means, as I said, area which have some common features. So exactly we have four main natural realms. So what are they? Lithosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, right? Okay, so what exactly they are? You can just have a look in the image, children, what I've shared it. So the circle one is the biosphere, that means where we all live in. Okay, so biosphere actually supports the life. It supports a life with the help of other realms or the other factors like atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere, right? So in the previous classes also we have learned about the biosphere. Okay, and the atmosphere, you can just have an image, hydrosphere and lithosphere, right? Now, first we'll talk about lithosphere. So lithosphere, actually it's a Greek word. It's a Greek word which means, what it means, litho means stone and sphaira means sphere, is the hard shell of the earth. Is that clear to you? Further, so in the previous class also we have learned the layers of the earth, isn't it? So we have three main layers. So crust, mantle and core. So the top layer or the crust is divided into organic crust and continental crust, which includes mountain, plateaus, low plains, deep valleys, and oceans. Is that clear to you? So, as said, the earth layer. So, in the first chapter also, we have learned that there are three main layers, isn't it? Crust, mantle, and core. So, out of that, the top layer will be the crust, so which includes the oceanic crust and continental crust. Okay, so among them, again, it is subdivided into mountains, plateaus, low plains, deep valleys, and ocean. That means these two, like oceanic crust and continental crust, includes these all things. Is that clear to you? It contains the mineral rocks also. So we know that in the top layer, that in the crust form, the crust layer, we can also find the rocks and the minerals which we use for building materials. Okay, making metals and for agriculture. Is that clear to you, children? Okay, next move on to the next image. So lithosphere. So in the previous lesson also I've shared the same image, I guess. So the internal structure of the earth, and you can see on my right, that means on my right, lithosphere. So you can just have a look on the image, children. So it's divided, lithosphere, it's divided into two, like this thing, oceanic crust or the continental crust. Okay, next, the prime function. What is the function of the lithosphere? Actually, lithosphere supports the life on the earth. It supports the life on the earth, and it also consists the minerals like coal and petroleum. So lithosphere, it supports the life where we all live in, not only we, the animals, plants, okay, etc. So we find minerals, metals and everything, okay, and rocks also, plains, plateaus and everything. So it supports the life with the help of the other factors. Next, moving to the hydrosphere. So you can just have a look on the image also. So it is a complete I mean to say, it is a complete replica of the water bodies, isn't it? It's a complete replica of the water bodies. So hydrosphere is from, it is derived from Greek word, children. Hydro means water and sphaera means sphere. Okay, it contains all solid, liquid and gaseous water of the planet. Exactly it is. So it contains, so hydrosphere, it contains solid, liquid and gaseous water of the planet. It includes oceans, seas, lakes, ponds, rivers, and streams. So hydrosphere, it includes the area which is considered as a hydrosphere, or like which consists of hydrosphere. It mainly includes seas, lakes, ponds, rivers, and stream. So like the out of the total surface of the earth, the 70% of the earth's surface is covered with hydrosphere. That means water bodies, and it's a home for the aquatic life and some water resources. So this hydrosphere is a home for the aquatic life. So how the lithosphere is a home for we human being, in the same way hydrosphere is a home for aquatic life. Aquatic life means what, children? Water animals. Okay, the life, or the the creatures, what they are living in the water. So it's a home for them, isn't it? So it's aquatic life, so the water animals, so it supports them. So found deep in the earth, in the gap between rocks, groundwater or mineral water. Next, atmosphere. Atmosphere is also a Greek word which means atmos. Atmos means what? Vapor. Vapor, and spira means sphere. Okay, is a layer of gases surrounding our planets with oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc., and dust particles. So atmosphere is nothing but what, children? It's a gases surrounding our planet. Okay, the gas which is surrounded by our planet is called as atmosphere. And what type of gases it consists of? Oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc., and dust particles. So the layer of the earth atmosphere are divided by various in heights, pressure, temperature, electrical properties and lapse rate. Okay, so it divides on the factors of height, pressure, temperature, electrical properties and lapse rate. So what are the main layers of atmosphere? So here you can see troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. Is that clear to you? There are main 4 layers of atmosphere. They are, I'll come again, it's a troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere, right? Now coming to the biosphere. So biosphere, in the previous classes also you have learned about it. So you are very familiar with the word, I guess, children. Biosphere is derived from a Greek word. Bio means life. Bio means life, and spira means sphere. It's a composed of all living things on the earth and physical environment that supports them. So the physical factors which supports them, so it is composed of all living things. So it is mainly again divided. So what are the other physical environment which supports is atmosphere, that is air, hydrosphere water, and lithosphere rocks and sediment. Next, so here in this chapter we are going to mainly focus on lithosphere. So just have a glance, children. Lithosphere, landforms are natural features of the landscape, natural physical features of the earth's surface. For example, plateaus, mountains, plains, hills, loess and glaciers, etc. So you can just have a look on the image. So here plateaus are there, mountains are there, plains are there, hills are there, loess are there, glaciers are there. So you can just have a look on it. The crust of the earth is uneven. So the top layer of the earth is called crust, and it is uneven. Why? Because it is covered with, it is consisting oceans and continents. Is that clear to you? So the oceans and continents are called the first order landforms. So they are called the first order landform. Then next, coming to mountains, plains and plateaus, which were formed by internal movement of the earth. So how this mountain, plains and plateaus are formed? By the internal movement, the process which take place internally below the crust, or like within the crust form. So that is called the second order landform. Next, the jigsaw puzzle and moving plates. So here you can just have, I have shared the image, you can just look into it, children. The jigsaw puzzles and the moving plates. While looking at the world map, Have you ever noticed that the continents look like pieces of a puzzle? If they are moved closer together across the Atlantic Ocean, they would fit neatly to form a giant land mass. Okay, so if you just have a look, so like a species, like pieces of continents are scattered here and there. Okay, so when they come close to each other across the Atlantic Ocean, so it fit neatly to form a giant landmass means big landmass means and a big area, stretched area. Is that clear to you? Scientists proposed that in the beginning all the continents were held together, but later they broke up and gradually moved just like the pieces of a large jigsaw puzzle. Okay, here scientists, like scientists revealed that, so just many years ago, actually in the beginning when earth was formed, so the continents were held together only, but gradually later they broke up and moved just like the pieces of jigsaw puzzle and came to their present places. Okay, next, jigsaw puzzle and the moving plates. So here, geologists have concluded that the continents and oceans are actually located on massive surface of rocks called plates. So where exactly? So the geologists have concluded that, so these continents and oceans are actually located on massive surface. So like, can you guess that where these continents and oceans are located? So what is the base for that? See, when you construct a building, there should be some base for it. When you construct anything, when you're standing, okay, so there should be some base. If there is no base, you will fall down, isn't it? So the massive surface of rocks are called plates. So there are 6 major plates and many minor plates on the earth. So what are the major plates? African, North American, South American, Indo-Australian, Antarctic, Eurasian and Pacific plates. And the minor plates are Nazca and Arabian plates. So here on the image also, you can just check, children, you'll find it all the names. Okay, now the jigsaw puzzle and the moving plates. So you can just have a look here also. So how exactly the, like I mean, the internal process will go on and how this like landforms are formed. Okay, now earth moments force operating inside the earth crust causes these plates to move away from each other and move towards each other. So the earth moment forces, so the earth moment internally, it forces operating the inside the earth crust causes these plates to move away from each other and then again come close towards each other. Plates tectonic is the theory which explain how the piece of earth's surface plates move. So what do you mean by tectonic here? Tectonic is nothing but tecton means builder. Tecton means builder. So this theory states that the earth crust is broken into several pieces called plates. So the earth crust is, so due to that internal process, the inter operation what goes on, so due to that the earth crust is broken into several pieces and it forms the plates. Okay, that moves over a layer of hot magma molten rocks in the mantle layer of the earth. As the plates move and push each other, a lot of pressure is extended, leading to the many changes. Due to the huge pressure on plates get pushed under into the mantle, whereas the other plates get pushed up, causing formation of chain of mountains. So due to the heavy pressure, so some plates, they get pushed under into the mantle. You know that the next layer is mantle, isn't it? Whereas some like few plates, they'll get pushed up, causing the formation of chain of mountains. These movements also causes volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. Sometimes the pressure which push ups, so it also causes the volcanic eruption and earthquakes. Okay, now sea flow spreading. So geologists found that there are mid-ocean ranges or ridge under the ocean like Pacific Ocean. These ocean ridge are result of lava erupting from the mantle. These eruption on the ocean ridges develop new ocean floor that is made up of basalt rock. Later the ocean floor spreads from the ridge. This is the reason the mid-ocean ridges contain the newest crust form. So here you can see how the lava erupts. So in the big oceans also, in the water bodies also, due to that operation what goes on internally, it gives the form of lava eruption, children. Lava eruption from the mantle, that is the second layer of the earth crust. Oh, sorry, the second layer of the earth. Okay, this newest crust is then slowly pulled away from the ridge and thus the ocean basin get widened. This result in the process of sea flow spreading. Okay, So with this, we are going to just wind up the session, children. And I just wanted to tell you that whatever the I mean to say homeworks are assigned to you, that will be uploaded in the Google Classroom. Just have a look. Log in with your classroom code. Log in with your classroom code there. You'll be having a separate code for your each class and section, children. So for the girls, we have separate code. For the boys also, we have separate code. Log in there and attach the homework what you have done. So don't post personally, children, please. It's my personal request to you all. So post it in Google Classroom only. Thank you.